Welcome to Pigeon Healthy. Today we're talking about something that every pigeon breeder cares deeply about: raising strong, healthy squabs. There's nothing more satisfying than watching a pair of tiny, helpless hatchlings grow into vigorous, healthy young birds. And there's nothing more heartbreaking than losing squabs, watching them fail to thrive, or seeing them struggle with health problems in their first weeks of life. Squab mortality and poor growth are common problems in pigeon breeding. Sometimes squabs die in the egg or shortly after hatching. Sometimes they hatch but fail to gain weight properly. Sometimes they seem fine for the first week and then suddenly weaken and die. Sometimes they survive but grow slowly, develop poorly, and never reach their full potential. When these things happen, breeders naturally look for causes. Was it a genetic problem? Was there disease in the loft? Were the parent birds too young or too old? Was there something wrong with incubation temperature or humidity? All of these factors can contribute to squab problems. But there's one factor that's often overlooked, and it's arguably the most important factor of all: the quality of nutrition that squabs receive from their parents. In the first days and weeks of life, squabs are entirely dependent on crop milk produced by their parents. The quality of this crop milk determines whether squabs will thrive or struggle. And the quality of crop milk is directly determined by what the parent birds are eating. Think of it this way: crop milk is the squab's complete nutrition for the first week of life. It's their food, their water, their vitamins, their minerals, their immune support, everything. If that crop milk is nutritionally deficient, lacking in essential fatty acids, low in protein quality, or deficient in immune-supporting compounds, the squabs start life at a disadvantage. Their immune systems don't develop properly, their tissues don't grow optimally, they're vulnerable to infection and stress. Even if they survive, they may never achieve the health and performance they're genetically capable of. So the question becomes, how do we optimize the nutrition that parent birds provide to their squabs? How do we ensure that crop milk is as rich, complete, and health-supporting as possible? The answer is simpler than you might think. There's one seed, widely available, inexpensive, and backed by extensive research, that dramatically improves the nutritional quality of crop milk and gives squabs a tremendous health advantage from day one. That seed is flaxseed. Flaxseed, also called linseed, botanical name Linum usitatissimum, is one of the most nutrient-dense seeds available. It's been used for thousands of years for both human and animal nutrition, and when it comes to supporting the immune development and growth of baby birds, flaxseed is unmatched by any other natural food. Let me explain exactly why flaxseed is so powerful for squab health, how it works, and how to use it correctly to raise the strongest, healthiest baby pigeons possible. The science behind flaxseed for squab health. Flaxseed contains several nutrients that are critical for squab development. Let's break them down one by one. Omega-3 fatty acids. This is the most important component. Flaxseed is the richest plant-based source of alpha-linolenic acid, an omega-3 fatty acid. Flaxseed is approximately 40% oil by weight, and 50 to 60% of that oil is omega-3. This is an extraordinarily high concentration. Why does this matter for squabs? Omega-3 fatty acids are essential for proper development of the nervous system, including the brain and eyes. Squabs need omega-3 for optimal brain development during the critical first weeks of life. Omega-3 fatty acids are crucial for immune system development. They're incorporated into cell membranes throughout the body, affecting how immune cells function. Adequate omega-3 ensures the developing immune system can respond properly to challenges. Omega-3 has anti-inflammatory properties. This reduces inflammation throughout the body and allows resources to go toward growth rather than fighting chronic low-grade inflammation. Omega-3 supports healthy skin and feather development. Squabs with adequate omega-3 develop better plumage from the start. When parent birds consume flaxseed, the omega-3 fatty acids are incorporated into their crop milk. The squabs consuming this enriched crop milk receive high levels of omega-3 right from their first feeding. This sets them up for optimal development throughout their growth period. High-quality protein. Flaxseed is approximately 20% protein by weight. This protein is rich in essential amino acids, including lysine, methionine, and cysteine. Squabs are growing incredibly rapidly, doubling their weight every few days in the first week. This requires enormous amounts of protein for tissue building. The protein in flaxseed supplements the protein already in the parent bird's diet, ensuring crop milk has optimal protein content and amino acid balance. Lignans. These are plant compounds with powerful antioxidant and immune-supporting properties. Flaxseed contains the highest levels of lignans of any food. Lignans support immune function in both the parent birds and when transferred through crop milk in the squabs. They also have mild antimicrobial properties which may help protect squabs from bacterial infections during the vulnerable first weeks. Fiber and mucilage. Flaxseed contains soluble fiber that becomes gel-like when mixed with water. This mucilage has soothing properties for the digestive tract. For squabs, this means better digestive health, less irritation in the crop and intestines, and improved nutrient absorption. Vitamins and minerals. Flaxseed provides B vitamins, vitamin E, magnesium, phosphorus, and other nutrients that support overall health and development. How flaxseed improves crop milk quality. When breeding pairs consume flaxseed, several things happen that benefit their squabs. First, the omega-3 fatty acids from flaxseed are absorbed in the parent bird's digestive systems and incorporated into their body tissues, including the cells that produce crop milk. Crop milk produced by parents eating flaxseed has significantly higher omega-3 content than crop milk from parents on a standard diet. This has been demonstrated in research on pigeons and other birds. Second, the protein and amino acids from flaxseed contribute to the protein content of crop milk. Crop milk is extremely protein-rich already, but the quality and balance of amino acids is enhanced by dietary flaxseed. Third, the antioxidants and immune-supporting compounds from flaxseed, including lignans and vitamin E, are transferred through crop milk to squabs. This provides immune support during the critical period when the squab's own immune system is still developing. Fourth, parent birds consuming flaxseed tend to be healthier overall. They have less inflammation, better gut health, and stronger immune systems. Healthy parents produce more and better quality crop milk. They're also more attentive to their squabs and better able to keep them warm and protected. Research evidence. While specific research on flaxseed and pigeon breeding is limited, there is extensive research on omega-3 supplementation in poultry and other birds that supports everything I'm describing. Studies in chickens have shown that when breeding hens are fed omega-3 enriched diets, their chicks have stronger immune responses, better growth rates, and lower mortality. The omega-3 is transferred through the egg yolk to the developing embryo and chick. In pigeons, the transfer happens through crop milk, but the biological principles are the same. Studies on flaxseed specifically have shown improved immune function, reduced inflammation, better gut health, and enhanced growth in young birds whose parents or who themselves consume flaxseed. Traditional use by pigeon breeders worldwide, particularly in Europe and the Middle East where flaxseed has long been part of breeding diets, provides extensive practical confirmation of its benefits. How to use flaxseed for breeding pairs and squabs. Now let's get into practical application. How do you actually use flaxseed to improve squab health? For parent birds, primary method. The most effective approach is to supplement the parent birds with flaxseed, starting before they're paired and continuing throughout breeding and chick rearing. The omega-3 and other nutrients build up in the parent's tissues and are then transferred to squabs through crop milk. Start flaxseed supplementation 2 weeks before pairing birds. This ensures the nutrients are already present in the parent bird's systems when egg production and incubation begin. Continue supplementation throughout incubation and the entire time they're feeding squabs until the squabs are weaned. Preparation. Whole flax seeds have a very hard outer shell. If fed whole, many pass through undigested, wasting their nutritional value. Flaxseed must be either ground or soaked. Ground flaxseed. Using a coffee grinder or spice grinder, grind whole flax seeds into a coarse meal. Don't grind to a fine powder as this can be dusty. Grind only what you'll use within 1 to 2 weeks because once ground, the oils are exposed to air and begin to oxidize. Store ground flaxseed in an airtight container in the refrigerator to slow oxidation. Dosage for parent birds. Give approximately 1 teaspoon of ground flaxseed per bird per day. For a breeding pair, that's 2 teaspoons total daily. Mix the ground flaxseed with their daily grain ration. You can lightly moisten the grain with water so the flaxseed meal sticks to the seeds rather than settling to the bottom. Most pigeons accept ground flaxseed readily, especially when it's well mixed with familiar feed. Soaked flaxseed. Alternatively, you can soak whole flax seeds. Measure out approximately half a teaspoon of whole flaxseed per bird per day. Soak in water about 3 times the volume of seeds for at least 8 hours or overnight. The seeds will swell and develop a gel-like coating from the mucilage. After soaking, drain excess water and mix the soaked seeds with feed. Soaked seeds are very palatable, and most pigeons eat them enthusiastically. Timeline. Begin 2 weeks before pairing. Continue through breeding season. For pairs that raise multiple rounds, maintain supplementation between rounds as long as they're actively breeding. When birds are resting between breeding seasons, you can reduce or discontinue flaxseed, then resume before the next breeding cycle. For squabs, directly supplementary method. Once squabs are weaning and beginning to eat seeds on their own, around 3 to 4 weeks of age, you can also offer ground flaxseed mixed into their weaning feed. This provides continued omega-3 support as they transition to independent feeding. Dosage for weaning squabs. Start with about 1/4 teaspoon of ground flaxseed per squab per day, gradually increasing to 1/2 teaspoon by 6 to 8 weeks of age. Mix thoroughly with their feed. For young birds in development, continue flaxseed supplementation through the young bird's first few months of life. This supports immune development, feather growth during first molt, and overall health as they mature. By 6 months of age, you can reduce to maintenance levels or discontinue until they're ready for breeding. What results should you expect? When parent birds are supplemented with flaxseed before and during breeding, you should observe several improvements in squab health and development. Higher hatch rates. Eggs from flaxseed supplemented parents often have better fertility and hatchability. The omega-3 and other nutrients support embryo development, Stronger hatchlings. Squabs that hatch from eggs produced by flaxseed supplemented parents tend to be more vigorous from day one. They pip more strongly, emerge more quickly, and start begging for food sooner. Faster growth. Squabs receiving omega-3 enriched crop milk grow faster. Weight gain is more consistent and reaches weaning weight sooner. This is because they're receiving optimal nutrition and their metabolism is functioning efficiently. Better feather development. Squabs develop pin feathers and open feathers on schedule or even slightly ahead of schedule. Feather quality is better, with stronger shafts and smoother structure. Improved immune function. This is harder to measure directly but manifests as lower mortality rates, less illness in the nest, and better ability to resist minor infections or stresses. Squabs that might have weakened and died on a standard diet often thrive when their parents are supplemented with flaxseed. Lower mortality. Overall squab mortality should decrease. Deaths from vague failure to thrive or fading squab syndrome become less common. Squabs are more robust and resilient. Better weaning. Squabs transition to independent feeding more smoothly. They adapt to eating seeds more quickly and maintain good health through the stress of weaning. Long-term health. Young birds raised on flaxseed-enriched nutrition tend to be healthier throughout their lives. They have stronger immune systems, better stress resilience, and often perform better whether in racing, showing, or breeding. The timeline for seeing results. If you start flaxseed supplementation with a breeding pair, you should see benefits in the very first clutch. Squabs from that first round should be noticeably more vigorous and grow better. With continued use over multiple rounds, the benefits become even clearer as you compare these squabs to previous seasons or to squabs from pairs not receiving flaxseed. Important considerations in safety. Quality and freshness. Flaxseed quality matters. Buy whole flax seeds from a reputable source. Check that they're fresh with a mild, slightly nutty smell. Rancid flaxseed smells like paint or oil and should not be used. Store whole flax seeds in a cool, dry place or in the refrigerator for longest shelf life. Once ground, use within 2 weeks and store in the refrigerator. Don't overfeed. More is not better. Flaxseed is approximately 40% fat. While this fat is healthy omega-3, too much can cause loose droppings and can contribute to excess weight in inactive birds. Stick to recommended doses of about 1 teaspoon per bird per day for breeding adults. Gradual introduction. When first introducing flaxseed, start with small amounts and increase gradually over a few days. This allows the digestive system to adjust and prevents loose droppings from sudden dietary change. Balanced diet. Flaxseed is a supplement, not a complete diet. Continue providing a varied, high-quality base diet of grains, legumes, and other seeds. Add greens for vitamins. Provide calcium sources like oyster shell. Flaxseed enhances an already good diet. It doesn't replace the fundamentals. Not for non-breeding birds. Flaxseed supplementation is specifically valuable during breeding and chick rearing. There's less benefit to feeding it year-round to non-breeding birds. For racing pigeons, flaxseed can be beneficial during heavy training as well. But for general maintenance, it's not necessary. Combining flaxseed with other supplements. Flaxseed works well in combination with other natural supplements for breeding. Hemp seed. Hemp seed also provides omega-3 and omega-6 in good balance, plus high-quality protein. Combining flaxseed with hemp seed gives a complete omega fatty acid profile. Use equal parts ground flaxseed and crushed hemp seed. Brewer's yeast. Rich in B vitamins essential for growth and development. Adding a pinch of brewer's yeast to feed along with flaxseed enhances nutritional support. Spirulina or chlorella. These algae provide protein, vitamins, minerals, and pigments that enhance feather color. A small amount combined with flaxseed creates a powerfully nutritious supplement for breeding pairs. Black seed, nigella, has immune-supporting properties. Combining with flaxseed provides dual immune support through different mechanisms. Common questions. Can flaxseed prevent all squab mortality? No supplement can prevent all losses. Genetic defects, severe disease, accidents, and parent bird problems will still occasionally cause squab death. But flaxseed significantly reduces mortality from nutritional deficiency and weak immune development. Should I use flaxseed oil instead of seeds? Flaxseed oil is more concentrated in omega-3 but lacks the protein, fiber, and lignans of whole seeds. It's also expensive and very prone to rancidity. For pigeon breeding, whole seeds that are ground or soaked are more practical, economical, and provide broader nutritional benefits. Do both parent birds need to eat flaxseed? Yes, both cock and hen benefit. Both produce crop milk, so both parents' nutrition affects squab health. Additionally, the cockbird's diet affects sperm quality and fertility. How long can I store ground flaxseed? In the refrigerator in an airtight container, about 2 weeks. In the freezer, up to 3 months. At room temperature, only a few days before oxidation becomes a concern. For best results, grind fresh weekly. Is golden flaxseed better than brown? Nutritionally, they're nearly identical. Golden flax is sometimes preferred for human consumption due to milder flavor. But pigeons don't care. Brown flax is usually less expensive and works equally well. Can I give flaxseed to squabs directly by hand? If you're hand-feeding orphan squabs or supplementing weak squabs, you can add a pinch of very finely ground flaxseed to the hand-feeding formula. But normally supplementing the parents is the best approach as they'll transfer the nutrition naturally. Will flaxseed make squabs grow too fast? No. Flaxseed supports optimal growth, meaning squabs reach their genetic potential. It doesn't cause abnormal or excessive growth. Can flaxseed help squabs with existing health problems? If a squab is already weak or ill, flaxseed alone won't cure disease, but it can provide immune support and nutritional boost that helps recovery. Always address specific health problems with appropriate treatment. Do I need to continue flaxseed after squabs wean? You can if you want to continue supporting young bird development through their first molt and maturation, but it's not essential. The most critical period is from breeding through weaning. Can older breeding pairs benefit from flaxseed? Absolutely. Older pairs often produce fewer and weaker squabs. Flaxseed helps older birds produce better quality crop milk and raise healthier babies despite their age. Practical tips for success. Consistency is key. Don't just give flaxseed occasionally. Use it consistently throughout the breeding cycle for cumulative benefit. Watch droppings. When you first introduce flaxseed, monitor droppings. If they become too loose, reduce the amount slightly. Once birds adjust, you can increase to full dose. Pair quality nutrition with quality management. Flaxseed maximizes the potential of your breeding program, but it can't overcome poor management. Ensure clean nest boxes, low stress, good loft environment, and healthy parent birds. Keep records. Note which pairs receive flaxseed and track squab growth rates, weaning weights, and health. Compare to previous seasons or to pairs not receiving flaxseed. You'll likely see clear differences that justify continued use. Start before breeding season. Don't wait until eggs are laid. Start supplementing 2 weeks before pairing so the nutrients are already incorporated when breeding begins. Final thoughts. Raising healthy squabs is one of the most rewarding aspects of pigeon keeping. When you open the nest box and see plump, vigorous, fast-growing babies, you know you're doing something right. When squabs weigh out well, fledge successfully, and go on to become healthy, productive adults, it validates all your efforts. Flaxseed is a simple, natural, scientifically supported tool that dramatically improves your success rate. It's not expensive. It's not complicated to use. It doesn't require any special equipment or expertise. You just grind or soak the seeds, mix them with feed, and let nature do the rest. The omega-3 fatty acids, protein, lignans, and other nutrients in flaxseed enhance crop milk quality, support immune development, promote optimal growth, and give your squabs the best possible start in life. The difference between squabs raised with and without flaxseed is real and noticeable. Stronger at hatching, faster growth, better feathering, more robust health, lower mortality, smoother weaning. These aren't subtle improvements. They're significant, consistent, and worth implementing in any serious breeding program. If you're breeding pigeons and not using flaxseed, you're leaving results on the table. Give it a try for one breeding season, supplement your breeding pairs from pre-pairing through chick rearing, track your results, compare to previous seasons. I'm confident you'll see improvements that make flaxseed a permanent part of your breeding nutrition program. If you found this information valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. Breeding healthy, strong pigeons is fundamental to our hobby and sport, and sharing knowledge that improves success benefits everyone. If you have experience using flaxseed or other natural supplements for breeding, share your observations in the comments. Your practical experience adds to our collective knowledge, and if you haven't subscribed to Pigeon Healthy yet, please do and turn on notifications. We focus on natural, science-based approaches to pigeon nutrition, health, breeding, and care that work with biology rather than relying on synthetic interventions. Thank you for watching. Take care of your birds, invest in the nutrition of your breeding pairs, and enjoy the incredible satisfaction of raising vigorous, healthy squabs that reach their full potential. I'll see you in the next video.